But seriously, you guys had a chance to sleep in a little bit, right? So how are we doing today? Thank you. Let's get this ceremony started. I would first like to welcome you to our 2022 new member induction ceremony for the Alpha Chi National College Honor Society. Let's kick it off with a quick video. Good afternoon and welcome to the 2022 new member induction ceremony for Grand Canyon University's chapter of Alpha Chi National College Honor Society. Please join us as we open in prayer, led by Selah Sarkisian.
Thank you, Avery. As we gather here in the harbor of your safety, we thank you for fellowship and family. We ask that you will strengthen us, restore us, and inspire us with your love. Lord, would you fill us with your peace so that as we journey onwards, we would pour out your love and grace to others. We ask that our souls would follow your light of purpose so that we would take your promises to all the earth. Amen.
Thank you, Selah. My name is Avery Carbajal, and I have the honor of serving as your chapter president for our GCU chapter of Alpha Chi National College Honor Society. On behalf of our entire student leadership board, thank you for joining us for this remarkable and celebratory moment. Please join me in inviting our chapter advisor and Dean of the Honors College, Dr. Brianna Nagley, to the stage. Good afternoon. Welcome all scholars, family, friends, guests, and welcome to the 2022 new member induction ceremony for the Alpha Chi National College Honor Society here at GCU. Again, my name is Dr. Bree Nagley, and I have the privilege of serving as the Dean for the Honors College here at GCU, but I also serve as the chapter sponsor for our local chapter of Alpha Chi, and also the Region 7 Vice President for Alpha Chi, the Western Region. We are so blessed and honored to have each of you in attendance with us here today and are so excited to celebrate this tremendous accomplishment and acknowledge all of the hard work that you have dedicated up until this point throughout your academic career. I would also like to give a quick shout out. We have thousands of guests and members joining us live through YouTube to see and witness this ceremony live with us alongside our in-person guests. So thank you for joining us in person and online. Before we go too much further, I would like to introduce some special guests that we have in attendance today. As you guys might have noticed, we have an unbelievable amount of university support for this chapter. There is a lot of recognition and praise for the individuals who meet this exceptional honor to be an Alpha Chi member. So I would like to introduce some of those university guests now. Dr. John Valla, Associate Dean of the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Katya Antian, Engineering Project Manager of the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. And Rick Holbeck, Executive Director of Online Instruction. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Now I would like to introduce you to our student board members who, without them, we would not have the thriving and vibrant community that we have today. They are 100% responsible for the growth, the commitment, the community, and everything that Alpha Chi brings to the GCU world. Please join me in welcoming our chapter president, Avery Carbajal, our executive vice president, joining us from online, Keela Ardis, Vice President of Event Operations, Kylie Williams. Joining us from online, Vice President of Public Relations and Marketing, Brianna Matthews. Vice President of Online Community Member Engagement, Stella Sarkinson. Vice President of Academic Scholarship and Research, Sridhara Shukla. Secretary and Treasurer, Caleb Clifford. And none of this, today's event, our chapter, the events, the community, none of this would be possible without our brilliant and amazingly dedicated co-advisor, Anya Confrancesco. Thank you. You may be seated. And last but certainly not least, today is about a very special group. Will our inductees for the Alpha Chi chapter please stand? Today we celebrate you. We celebrate the sleepless nights, the long nights, the DQs that we have invested time into, right? All of the hard work, the commitment to academic excellence, the persistence, the grit, and the consistency. We absolutely applaud you for that exceptional effort into your academic journey. Today is about you. You may be seated. Before we get started today, I have just one piece of advice to share with you as we really dive into today's ceremony and today's celebration. Today is about acknowledging all of the hard work, the dedication that it took to get here. You rank in the top 10% of your respective college, both undergraduate, graduate, doctoral students combined, top 10%, arguably the most prestigious academic honor within our university walls. This is a major accomplishment, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. But today, I get mocked for this phrase more often than not, but I'm going to say it here. I would challenge you to be where your feet are. And what I mean by that is be present. We all have DQs due in a couple days. We all have some assignments due by midnight on Sunday, I'm sure. There's laundry piling up. We have kids to take care of. There are things going on. Use this moment. We have an hour together. Let's celebrate this moment together. Let's really soak in and enjoy this moment for both yourself as inductees and with your family, friends, and loved ones. So at this time, I would like to welcome up our keynote speaker to really kick things off today. To tell you a little bit about our keynote speaker, and I think some of you in the audience have seen him before, but our keynote speaker is a vice president with Wells Fargo, but he is so much more than that. He is a motivational speaker. He's an executive coach. He's a mentor. He's a minister. He's a community investor. He absolutely pours his heart and soul into his community and everyone that he's around. He is motivational, he is inspirational, and most importantly, he is my friend. So I am so excited, blessed, and honored that he is sharing his afternoon with us here today. Please join me in welcoming to the stage keynote speaker Travis Harden.
Why is everybody so quiet? Alpha Chi, welcome to the society. New inductees, we're glad you're here. Any of the new inductees that stood up, does anyone happen to know, of those of you who stood up, what year Alpha Chi started? Say it loud, say it loud. 1922, so that makes this year what? 100 years. This is a centennial celebration for Alpha Chi. Give it up for this great organization. Now you figure anytime a speaker asks a question at the beginning, he's baiting you into something. If I had to theme or coin today's message, for those of you being inducted, the question is, how do we secure the next 100? That's what we're going to talk about today. How do we secure the next 100? I want to thank DB, that's Dr. Bree, Dean Bree. Thank DB and her leadership team and staff for encouraging and lifting me up to come out and speak to you on today. But as I thought about 1922 and 2022, that means in 2122, I will be 145 years old. So when we come back for that induction ceremony, for those of you who want to come back with me, hopefully I'll be able to speak, Bree. We'll enjoy a great time, and we'll talk about the next 100 at that one, all right? But how do we secure the next 100? We honor those inductees. We honor you. We praise you. We adore you because we know that it's been a grind. It's been grit. It's been perseverance. It's been consistency, which is one of the 3 key points, hint, hint. We understand that. But Alpha Chi is much more than that. National leaders from Alpha Chi is much more than that. The academia, we get it. But what we need to talk about is what's going on outside of here. Inside of here, we're honoring you. But outside of here, people are hurting. People are wondering how they're going to make it day to day. There are people online watching right now that's being inducted with you, that's watching with you, watching with us. People inside here that are hurting. How do we get and secure the next 100 years of Alpha Chi? I believe we're going to get there with a great friend of mine, Lou Holtz, one of my mentors, if you know that name, former coach of the great Notre Dame Fighting Irish. He always has poured into me. And Lou possesses 3 great qualities. Lou possesses the idea that he doesn't take anything for granted. He's an excellent teacher. And believe it or not, he was superbly organized as a coach. And as we secure the next 100 Alpha Chi inductees, this first point that I share with you is reality. 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 The reality is, as hard as you have worked to get inside of this society, to be inducted into Alpha Chi, you're going to have to work twice as hard outside of that organization, this organization, in the world. Because there's some young man, some young lady who's waiting for you to lift them up and give them hope. As Alpha Chi inductees, we are imploring you, we are challenging you to go out there and work twice as hard, maybe 3 times as hard as you have worked now. And many of you are scratching your head saying, Travis, we can't work any harder than we already have. Top 10%, that's great. Many of you have more degrees than a thermometer. But ask yourself, when's the last time you asked your doctor or someone who's helping you, hey, doc, where'd your degree come from? You didn't. Hey, doc, where did this come from? You didn't. You just wanted them to meet a need. And there are a lot of people needing us right now. So as we look at reality, it's not just about the academic process. It's about the building of the character to be even bigger and better. Travis, how do you respond to leadership when everything is all uphill? By loving people every day. My dad, before he passed away years ago, he used to say, son, if you want to make it in life, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you want to be an astronaut, a baseball player, a firefighter, policeman, if you want to go in business, no matter what you do. He said, always remember to love people. I'm like, I can't love people. People cuss me out. People stick up their middle fingers when I'm driving. They tell me I'm number 1 all the time. They do crazy things. People are hard to love. But I get it now. I get it. I get it. Even when you don't feel like it, we have to love. That's the reality. So Alpha Chi inductees and those around the world, reality is the first thing we have to accept. Reality is we've done a great work on paper. We've done a great work in books. Those DQs that DB just talked about, they're coming. But we have to go out and we have to face that reality with love. We have to face it with respect, even when you don't feel like it. Second thing that we need to work on, before we even get to the second thing, make growth our priority. I'm sticking a pin right here because I wasn't going to talk about growth, but you've grown academically. Let's grow characterally. That's not really a word, but I'm making that up. Let's grow in character. Make growth your priority, and these things will happen. You will unlock and achieve your potential. You will feel good about yourself. You will strengthen your values and your abilities. You will grow in humility and self-awareness. You will become more so you can do more, and you will be an example for others to follow. Travis, how do you know that? How do you know that to be true? Because I've been that kid who lost hope. I've been that adult. I've been that husband and that father who's been on the verge of losing hope. But the reality is, there's people watching all the time. All the time. So when my father passed, I had a gentleman come to me. He said, Travis, he said, I understand it's tough right now. And I know what you're going through. It's hard. He said, but remember, somebody's watching you. And how you handle this will help determine how they handle it when they go through it. And I wanted to just hit him. I did. I'm like, man, I just lost my father, my best friend. How are you going to tell me that someone else is going to watch me? So I didn't swing. I listened. I loved. Within the next 6 months, 7, actually 8 men within my inner circle lost their fathers. Each one of them said, Travis, we learned how to go through this by watching you. Reality. People always watching, setting the example. So reality is number one. The second thing is example. Alpha Chi acknowledges we must climb the hill first. Notice how I threw Alpha Chi in there. We must climb the hill first. We must set the example. Nothing from this day forward is going to be easy. Leaders see things before other people do, and they see more than other people do. However, what sets Alpha Chi apart from all other leaders is this: they act before others do, and they do more than others do. That's Alpha Chi. If we're going to establish and secure the next 100, we have to be the example. When leaders are willing to pay the price, they gain moral authority. We gain moral authority. If we're going to secure the next 100, be the example in everything you do. When you see someone in need, stop and help. I know it's tough. We live in a world today. I shared with some of the staff, some of the students here at GCU just this morning. This fentanyl craze that is on our streets is crazy. None of us have lived through anything like this. From Scottsdale to Paradise Valley to East Mesa to the farthest west I have seen is Litchfield Park. I have called in 11 deaths due to fentanyl. 11 bodies that I've seen at bus stops, in canals, on the side of streets. All because of fentanyl. Of those 11, in 4 cases, fentanyl was right in their hands. So we have to be the example and say, you know what, I'm tired of this. I'm not waiting for the federal government. I'm not waiting for state government. I'm not waiting for local officials. I'm going to do something myself. Travis, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to smile and I'm going to love people. That's what I'm going to do. for that person is someone's son, someone's daughter, someone's mother, someone's father that we're seeing on the streets. We have to be the example. Love them, respect them anyways. Smile. Don't disregard them as if they're nothing. That's easy to do. But if we're going to secure the next 100 as Alpha Chi newly inducted members, this is a great society to be in. You want to know why? I learned, this is something I learned in talking to educators all around the world. Have traveled to more than 30 countries. I've talked to people about the age-old adage of, why did the chicken cross the road? Do you want to know the real reason why the chicken crossed the road? I've wondered for almost 40 years prior to learning this answer, why the chicken actually crossed the road. I have the answer. Anyone else know it? The true reason, the real reason? Anyone know? Why did the chicken, no one's raising their hand. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because he loves somebody. That is an awesome answer. I may have to use that, but that's not it. That's not it. The reason why the chicken crossed the road, you ready for it? You ready? I don't know. But I have a sneaky suspicion. That on this induction ceremony day in November of 2022, that it had something to do with Alpha Chi members many, many years ago who were hungry to do more, who were hungry to serve their community. And as they were out serving the community, they were working up hunger pains. And there were some chickens that said, you know what? We need to get across this road. That's just Travis's, I'm just Travisizing the story. That's just my sneaky suspicion. We have to be the example. Reality, we have to understand what the reality is. We have to set the example if we're going to secure the next 100 years. Thirdly and lastly, we have to do something out there in the real world that you've already been doing in the academic world, and that's consistency. Alpha Chi leaders understand they never get to stop climbing. We're always climbing. Alpha Chi, I'm saying we as, I'm actually not in Alpha Chi. Let me set the record straight. Don't. I did well in school. I did well in college, but I'm saying we. Can I say we? Bree said I can say we, but I'm not pinned and I will not be pinned. But Alpha Chi members, as we climb, we understand that consistency provides security for others. If we're consistently showing up, being in places that other people are unwilling to go, in 2122, when the induction ceremony is taking place at GCU, and Bree, DB, myself, and all of you are here again to celebrate 200 years, it's the security, and it's because we've been showing up day in and day out, day in and day out. Here's some application, and I'll take my seat. Remember, number one is what? Reality. Very good. Number two is what? Example. Be the example. Number three is consistency. There's nothing fancy. Practicing is not amazing. Studying. I may get some tomatoes thrown up here after saying this. Studying is not amazing. Showing up is not amazing. Working hard is not amazing. Asking questions is not amazing. Changing is not amazing. Trying is not amazing. Failing is not amazing. Trying again and again and again is not amazing. But what these things are is they are the price we as Alpha Chi members, I said it again, you as Alpha Chi inductee members, in order to secure the next 100 years, these are the prices you must pay every day to reach not only your potential, but the potential of the society outside of us. If you pay that price and you do it consistently, the final result can be amazing. That's all of my time. I appreciate your time. And I promise you, if we all stick together, love each other, and help those outside, we'll see each other in 2122 for the year 200 celebration. Have a great day.
Travis, I always thought the chicken crossed the road because all these darn Chick-fil-A's kept popping up everywhere. Got a few too many on this campus. Let's give one more huge round of applause to our keynote, Travis Harden. So as we move into the induction portion of this ceremony, I would just like to take a moment to explain a little bit more about the organization and really highlight what it took to get here and to be in your seat here today. So Alpha Chi is pleased to welcome this class of inductees into a fellowship of more than 400,000 members from over 300 college and university chapters nationwide. These chapters induct more than 10,000 new members each year and will promote scholarly achievement and high character on their campuses, represented in 45 different states. GCU's chapter is our longest running chapter. It was established in 1971, and we have been growing and thriving ever since. Ever since 2014, the Honors College took on the Alpha Chi to really elevate and bring this chapter to new heights. Now, as mentioned previously, Alpha Chi is arguably the most prestigious academic honor at the time of graduation. And the reason is Alpha Chi has the most stringent induction criteria of the 20 different professional organizations and honor societies that we have on this campus. Not only are you required to have a minimum 3.5 GCU GPA cumulative, whether that's undergraduate, graduate, or doctoral, but you must also rank in the top 10% of your graduating class by college. Now, GCU is a private Christian university. We attract brilliant and gifted learners from all over the country, all over the world. So to rank in the top 10% does not mean you have a 3.5 GCU GPA. The minimum GPA required to meet that 10% ranking for 2022 is a 3.91. We do not do weighted GPAs here, folks. That is a 3.91. Let's have a huge round of applause for that commitment. So today is really to honor. This isn't just a commitment to academic excellence. This isn't just a celebration of your grit, your perseverance, your consistency. This is really to feature the hard work that you are doing it top of class, and you are excelling. This wasn't one lucky semester. This wasn't one great year in your academic journey. This is a commitment to consistency and long-term effort. This takes work. So today we celebrate you because I know that did not come easy.
Our vision is to promote and support servant leadership and scholastic achievement among students from a variety of disciplines. Our goal as a chapter of Alpha Chi National College Honor Society is to represent those individuals who are exemplary both in and out of the classroom, traditional and online students alike. We seek to represent lifelong dedication to academic success while maintaining servant leadership as our highest ideal. As new members, you are joining a chapter and organization that has a long history of supporting high-achieving students. Getting here was not an easy journey, and I want to emphasize the incredible achievement that you all have accomplished to be here. You are here today because you have worked day and night, you have sacrificed your time and energy, and you have proven that you are committed to academic success. This was the dream of Alpha Chi that came from incredibly humble beginnings in February of 1922, when 5 Texas institutions of higher learning met on the campus of Southwestern University in Georgetown for the purpose of organizing a scholarship society that would encompass the very best students from the very best colleges and universities.
As Travis mentioned, the year of 2022 marks the 100th anniversary of the Alpha Chi organization, an organization that has since grown to more than 300 chapters nationwide. Again, Alpha Chi has such a rich history of embracing and empowering academically gifted individuals, and I encourage each of you to really foster the friendships and the relationships that you have now formed by being invited into this community. And now is the time you've all been waiting for. It is time to induct our new members into the GCU chapter of the Alpha Chi National College Honor Society. So for all of our inductees here in the room, please remain seated until your name is called. Names are called in no particular order. We like to keep the suspense thriving and see if we can follow instructions. So stay seated until your name is called. When your name is called, you will approach the stage on my left, your right. Cross the stage to accept 2 items. One is your membership pin, which is the pin offered from the Alpha Chi community, one that symbolizes your membership. And this year, your board members also wanted to award our inductees a commemorative coin, something that is very popular and common among military and a lot of professional organizations. So it's a double-sided coin that features both the logo of Alpha Chi and the coming together with GCU. So you will receive 2 items on stage, and then you will exit my right, your left, and return to your seat. For those of the individuals who registered to view online live with us through YouTube and also registered to have their name called, your names will be mixed in throughout the program in addition to those that are here in person. So we're cruising through a lot of names. Thank you so much for being a part of this. What I will ask is if we can have Dr. Vala and Anya join us at the table. Now, because we only host this ceremony on an annual basis, our current board members have yet to formally cross the stage, accept a pin, and go through that portion of the ceremony. So please join me. I'm going to first induct our board members, Avery Carbajal, Caleb Clifford, Keela Ardis, Kylie Williams, Brianna Matthews, Sela Sarkinson, and Sridhar Shukla. Now, officers, please take your places as we induct our newest members. Again, please remain seated until your name is called, and you will approach the stage on my left, your right. Afrin Shaki,
Caitlin Langenfielder,
Aaron Green,
Kanisha Boyce,
Ariana Nelson,
Karen Belinsky Matheson,
Attica Zulakwar,
Karen Dower,
Abiola Johnson,
Karen Coster,
Abraham Akanami,
Karen Parker,
Ada Echevarria,
Carmen Wood,
Adria Jeffrey,
Cassandra Van Sant,
Adrian Francios,
Cassandra McDaniel,
Adelina Castro,
Cassandra Ochoa,
Alana Slade,
Catherine Head,
Alida Mia Hernandez,
Kayla Marie Gutals,
Andrea Davis,
Kaylee Cruel,
Alexis Carter,
Keegan Logan,
Alexis Johnson,
Kelly Loafing,
Alexis Novosek,
Kelly Heineke,
Alice Nebedoya,
Kendra Simpson,
Alicia Soto,
Keisha LaFleur,
Eloise Okori,
Keisha Solano,
Ali Moon,
Kiana Woodley,
Alyssa Marshall,
Kim Hodges,
Amanda Compton,
Kim Washington Ballard,
Amanda Eli,
Kimberly Rusk,
Amanda Sparks,
Kimberly Cole,
Amanda Swanson,
Kimberly Hope,
Emmanuel Yaman Desau,
Kimberly Turner,
Amber Waniaka,
Kirsty Mathewson,
Amber Brewood,
Krishna Kumar Viraprithura,
Amber McKee,
Kristen Hensley,
Amber Pape,
Kristen Porman,
Amber Todd Gum,
Christine Kath,
Amelia Magana,
Christy Wells Smith,
America Civilian Fernandez,
Kurt Blows,
Amy Keene,
Kwanzaa Cooper,
Anastasia Ayers,
Kira Dinini,
Andrea Gloria,
Lance Fox,
Andrea Juarez,
LaShonda Feast,
Andrea Winger,
Atira Massey,
Angelica Kamau,
Laura Browning,
Angie Roxwa,
Laura Niaska,
Anita Aiden,
Lauren Robinson,
Ann McParlton,
Lauren Sita Boyd,
Anne Marie Lee,
Leah Erlbegay,
Anthony Castillo,
Leah Macklin,
Anthony Hawking,
Leanna Crowley,
Anthony Martinez Barboa,
LaCrystal Cleveland,
Antoinette Jackson,
Latoya Lofton,
Armanita Mesa,
Leslie Borden-Sistrong,
Arlene Torres,
Liana Antonelli,
Arlene Robertson,
Lilia Canado Mesa,
Ashley Stewart,
Linda Hernandez,
Ashley Yeager,
Lindsay Clanigan,
Ashley Rachel Jaramillo,
Lindsay Roth,
Ashley Stubblefield,
Linnea Willis,
Audrey Rayrope,
Lisa Baggett,
Aranda Kachin Shaw,
Lisa Capreta Kazaja,
Ashriel Rankin,
Lisa Carlisle,
Bailey Baha Alase,
Lisa Carty,
Barbara Block,
Lisa Pagan,
Barbara Logan,
Logan Georgioff,
Beatrice Andini Jean Pierre,
Lorena LeBlanc,
Bertril Collin,
Lorena Ann Preciado,
Beverly Holmes,
Lori Kistler,
Bhavana Ramachandran,
Lorraine Fender,
Blake Bergman,
Lorraine Rosbach,
Brandon Young,
Lucretia Mozan,
Brian Hockett,
Luz Loyando,
Brian Durbin,
Liana Guevara,
Brianna Murray,
Mackenzie Kays,
Bridget Dancy,
Madison Moriello,
Brittany Granke,
Makala Davis,
Brittany Bashares Brown,
Michaelina Mary Troseph Tasinga,
Brittany Cheek,
Melinda Baltz,
Brittany Hogan,
Maria Carolina Spratt,
Brittany Barnett,
Maria Portillo,
Broderick Wilson,
Mariah E. Moritz,
Briner Magsayo,
Mariela Torres,
Caitlin Reeder,
Marinella Montogallo,
Camden Morosco,
Marissa Harris,
Camille Cochran,
Mark A. Rayo,
Camille Skinner,
Marlene Banton Smith,
Camila McCown,
Marlene Kemp Threat,
Carl Kozlowski,
Martha Garcia Knott,
Carmen Jody,
Mary Atkins,
Carol Desalas,
Mary Garcia,
Carolyn Muchna,
Mary Motley,
Carolyn Wantuch Wolf,
Merritt Chukwama,
Carrie Gonzalez,
Maya Hanson,
Cassandra Bennett,
Megan Beam,
Cassandra Brooks,
Megan Nash,
Cassandra Metellus,
Michelle Weston Mickle,
Kessie Wirtz,
Megan Arrow,
Cassie Wirtz,
Megan Garcia,
Catherine Neslage,
Megan Houston,
Cecilia Allen,
Megan Young,
Celine DePero,
Melanie Duval,
Charlene Drinkard Haraway,
Melanie Spence,
Chelsea Nicole Joy Thrower,
Melissa Dawn Llewellyn,
Sherry K. Colmar,
Melissa Diamond Rivera,
Christy Loudon,
Melissa Ferguson,
Christina Gendersek,
Melissa Schneider,
Christina Ward,
Melissa Siegel,
Christine Cole,
Melissa Walker,
Christine Rachel Martinez,
Melody Knudsen,
Christine Showerneck,
Mercedes Mincy,
Christopher A. Howard,
Mercedes Carmelia Bass,
Christopher Seven,
Mercy Robinson,
Cindy Mueller,
Micah Silfer,
Claire Lindemeyer,
Michael Maxwell Gross,
Claudia Mann,
Michael Peters,
Clifford Watkins II,
Michael T. Abrams,
Corey Applebaum,
Michaela Askew,
Corey McGee,
Michelle Martinez,
Cormelia Castillo,
Michelle Reed,
Courtney Haviland,
Michelle Zabrowski,
Krista Poslet,
Michelle Bosflog,
Crystal D. Moore,
Michelle Nanette Jensen,
Crystal Mingeli,
Michelle Victoria Pierlo,
Colin Herrera,
Michelle Watkins,
Kurt McCollum,
Mildred Abon,
Cynthia Johnson Edwards,
Minikiri Olarode,
Damari Velasquez Rodriguez,
Minerva Patricia Sanchez,
Dan Albrecht,
Minnie Sarah Jacob,
DeAndre Hamilton,
Miriam Lizeth Ramos Lopez,
Danielle Sheldon,
Leslie Bruno,
Danielle Wright,
Misty Scott,
Daniela Sanchez Mata,
Molly Korzanek,
Danielle Ludke,
Monica Allen,
Danielle Zia,
Monica Denigan,
Daphne Peters,
Monica Ituri Shepard,
Darcy Luneberg,
Monique Betancourt,
Daryl Williams,
Monique Malcolm,
David Cunningham,
Monique Mensah,
David Hoskinson,
Morgan Carroll,
David Mejia,
Danielle Reed,
Don Benascio,
Miles Angel Pena,
Don Griffith,
Nadia Salazar,
Deanna Pitt,
Nakia Rhodes,
Deanna Higgins,
Nancy Mosheda,
Deborah Courtney Taylor,
Nancy Roman,
Deborah Price,
Naomi Parker,
Deborah Walsh,
Nashana Frank,
Deanne Flores,
Natalia Rice,
Deepta Gantha,
Natalia Bernardo,
Delaney Hopkins,
Naval Amer,
Delicia Heath,
Nicola Wysom Crooks,
Delight Penaverde McCatrick,
Nicole Victoria Tan,
Demetria Allen,
Nina Say,
Denisha Crockett,
Nitsa Ortiz,
Danina Mitchell,
Nkaruka Polin,
Denise Barrett,
Olayemi Omasore,
Denise Sierra,
Olivia Adjicum,
Denise Sidney,
Oriana Pantoja,
Denver Jacob Houston,
Paige Sholin,
Destiny Hearn,
Pamela Lewis,
Detria Javon Robinson,
Pamela Sue Lewis,
Daylin Nazario,
Patrick Batista Jr.,
Deanna Bittle,
Pauline Julia Rania Lim,
Deanna Ojeda,
Peter Nantua,
Deanne Davis,
Hui Ying Sharon Leon,
Diane Maldonado,
Quinn Nelson,
Dina Knox Scriven,
Rachel Hayes,
Divine Capilama,
Rachel L. Smith,
Dominique Smith Hicks,
Raymond Huck,
Dorothy Gallagher,
Rebecca Julian,
Dorothy Catherine Caldwell Smith,
Rekashua Hunter,
Elaine S. Beardsley,
Remelin Mueller,
Elizabeth Drulow,
Ravine Small Houghton,
Elizabeth Grogan,
Ricky Viles,
Elizabeth Hetz,
Rita Montoya Gomez,
Elizabeth Ricks,
Ron Alexis Silva,
Elizabeth Yearwood,
Robert Bellamy,
Ella Marie Rael,
Robert Smuth,
Emily Janoff,
Robert Vaccaro,
Emma Chavez,
Robin Gregg,
Annie Bella,
Robin Rovecchio,
Erica Holmes Harris,
Radissa Polite Jones,
Eric Yost,
Ronald Blevins,
Erica Igarta,
Rosalind Pettigrew, Erica
Lynn Houston,
Rosanna Aguayo Abayeta Alagora,
Aaron Barrett,
Rose Moran,
Aaron Briggs,
Russell Berneisel,
Aaron Davis,
Ryan Backus,
Esther Barajas,
Sabrina Chang Zimmer,
Faith Washington,
Sabrina Jean-Pierre,
Fallon Nicholas,
Sabrina Shippey,
Felicia Wade,
Sabrina Manuel,
Felicia Harrison,
Samantha Arias,
Florence David Ibeca,
Samantha Gordano,
Fornessa T. Randall,
Samantha Penko,
Francis McKeen,
Sandra Kindig,
Glory Equinazi,
Sandra Reynolds,
Gregory Briones,
Santos Gabriel Cross Gaspar,
Gregory Lewis,
Sarah Spida,
Guinevere Jones,
Sarah Batterby,
Hannah Dawn Takatas,
Sarah Butler,
Heather Bowles,
Sebastian Fernando,
Hillary Foreman,
Sina Vargas,
Holly Morales,
Shauna Burrs,
Holly Morales,
Shanetra Osborne Robertson,
Ina Salter,
Shawnee Hanna,
Ina Basivella,
Shannon Macmillan,
Iris Christine Cristales,
Chantal Stansberry,
Isaac Alvarez,
Sharon Fessy Robert Beck,
Ishmael Murillo,
Sheree Rodriguez,
Isabella Diaz,
Sean Bryant,
Jacqueline McMilk,
Sean Aldridge,
Jacob Laufenberg,
Shanta McMillian,
Jacqueline Johnson,
Sheila Manila,
Jacqueline Salcedo,
Sheila Petty,
Jacqueline Siobhan Tillegren,
Sheila Baker,
Jacqueline Jaramillo,
Sheila Young,
James No,
Shelley Donaldson,
Jamie Alcala,
Shanae Davies,
Janaya Bruce,
Sherbillion Craven,
Janet Au,
Savivian Merrick,
Janet Omasakin,
Sonia Oshida,
Jacqueline Alvarez Galindo,
Stacy Ruth Stolting Hunzinski,
Jason Frinkle,
Stephanie Klein,
Jeanette Lee,
Stephanie Chavez,
Jeanette Thompson,
Stephanie Dawson,
Jennifer Rittenhouse,
Stephanie Sheets,
Jenna Rose,
Stephanie Marchette Wallace,
Jennifer Amori,
Stephanie Mongan,
Jennifer Bitchner,
Stephanie Ortiz,
Jennifer Brooks,
Stephanie Slade,
Jennifer Gardner,
Stephanie Talley,
Jennifer Enoch,
Stephen Bowens,
Jennifer Jones,
Stephen Mapstone,
Jennifer Vincent Shingleford,
Stephanie Bradley,
Jennifer Wilcox,
Story Gillingham,
Jeremy Schofield,
Stuart Bauman,
Jermaine Bailey,
Sue Whaler Doak,
Jarnetta Andrews,
Sonny Bateman,
Jesse Allen Roberts,
Susan Bergman,
Jesse Sanford,
Sydney Nelson,
Jessica Marsh,
Taffany Bickley,
Jessica Barrett,
Tamari Grace,
Jessica Johnson,
Tamerlane Fagby,
Jessica Kerr,
Tamoy Ruddick,
Jessica Kidler,
Tara Smoot,
Jessica Marsh,
Taylor Campbell,
Jessica Perry,
Taylor Hughes,
Jessica Utterback,
Tegan Woodman,
Jessica Wanke,
Talia Haywood,
Jillian De Jesus,
Tara Garner,
Jimmy Kennedy,
Tesfaye Hale,
Janice Nibs,
Tevin Larmond,
Joanne Pietro,
Tiffany Anderson,
Jody Lynn Fennell,
Tiffany Charles,
John Williams,
Tina Hill,
Cheryl Williams,
Tina Webb Browning,
Brittany Lewis,
Toby Gray,
Riley Lewis,
Toy Pearson,
John Liebarger,
Tracy Mercer,
Jonathan Gary,
Tracy Ann Lee,
Jongsun Baker,
Tracy Stone,
Jordan Piper,
Travis Ham,
Joseph Bell,
Trina Freeman,
Joseph Crawford,
Trexie Joyce Ramos,
Josh Whitehead,
Trisha Hansen,
Joshua Chapman,
Tiazana Floyd,
Joshua Green,
Valerie Chavis,
Joshua Strogalski,
Valerie Jensen,
Jatessa Maria Emerlita Imperial Emansi,
Vanessa Williams,
Joyce Turner,
Bonita Davis,
Juana Patricia Campbell,
Benice McKenzie,
Julie Ann Sutton,
Vernella Rankine,
Julie Green,
Veronica Sear,
Julie Leach,
Vicki Lockett,
Julie Monroe,
Victoria Christine Taylor,
Justin Bucaj,
Victoria Gutierrez,
Justin McCormick,
Vonda Ogden,
Justin Thompson,
Wakenia Shawnee Hallman,
Kadria Chappell,
Whitney Westbrook,
Caden Litchfield,
Whitney Douglas,
Sheila Young,
Wilfred Berlin,
Kaylin Scholes,
William Nichols,
Anna Schultz,
William Roberts,
Deanna Hansen,
Winter Gerlacht, Xavier Montano, Zach Fuhrer, Zachary Terry Martin, Zaire Yasulian, and lastly, Zoli Orala Garcia.
Let's give one large round of applause for our inductees. Just hide it under here. Go sit down.
I am honored to be the first to congratulate you on your induction into the prestigious Grand Canyon University of Alpha Chi National Honor Society. I am Brianna Matthews from Mobile, Alabama. I am an online student pursuing a master's degree in educational administration. This year, I serve as the VP of Public Relations and Marketing on our Student Leadership Board. On behalf of Alpha Chi and Admissions Affairs at Grand Canyon University, I congratulate you and welcome to our chapter. You did it.
Once again, let's hear a huge round of applause for all of our newest inductees into the GCU chapter of Alpha Chi. At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage Caleb Clifford, Kylie Williams, and Shrudada Shrukala to assist us with our candle lighting and pinning ceremony.
Alpha Chi's name is derived from the initial letters of the Greek words aletheia, which means truth, and xapath, which means character. In 1935, Alpha Chi adopted its official shield and key colors. The gold Alpha Chi membership pin you receive today features a lamp of knowledge, symbolizing the scholar's quest for wisdom and truth. The colors emerald green and sapphire blue, signifying victory and truth. The motto of the organization is based on John 8:32, stating, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." The gold seal on your membership certificates bear the date February 22nd, 1922. This is Alpha Chi's birthday, when representatives from 5 Texas colleges and universities met to organize a society to honor high academic achievement among students. By 1926, the organization has spread to adjacent states, and in 1934, it formally adopted the name Alpha Chi and expanded into a national society. When you leave here today, you will have joined a company of more than 500,000 students who, since then, from diverse backgrounds, academic disciplines, and centers of higher learning, who have affirmed the ideals of Alpha Chi. We are pleased to add you to the growing number of outstanding scholars and trust that you'll continue to make scholarship effective for good. Alpha Chi recognizes those students who go above and beyond in their studies to pave a way for future generations. There is a certain amount of joy, yet also hard work and dedication going to achieving scholastic success. The GCU chapter of Alpha Chi represents an honor society where hard work and dedication are supported and servant leadership is applauded. Students from various backgrounds from all walks of life are part of this unique honor society, not for the mere mention of a title of an Alpha Chi member, but as a distinguished honor representing hours of hard work and dedication leading to a better future for tomorrow for themselves and others. At this time, we ask that all new inductees please stand. Now please hold your Alpha Chi pin in your right hand. Fellow students, I now pronounce you inducted members of Alpha Chi and welcome you into a fellowship of Society of Scholars. You should wear your recognition pins for 1 week, not for self-glorification, but to aid in making the aims and deals of Alpha Chi better known in the Center of Education. I charge you who have taken this affirmation of membership to guard with diligence the scholarships of this university, the honesty and integrity of your scholars, and the ideals of your alma mater. I congratulate you who are now recognized as having received the light of your alma mater in reality as well as in symbol. Cherish and use it well as a valid possession and solemn responsibility. Congratulations and welcome to our chapter.
Congratulations once again. Please don't forget to follow us on social media. Our chapter includes a Facebook page where you can connect with us on our Grand Canyon University Alpha Chi page, along with Instagram where you can follow us at GCU Alpha Chi. For any questions, comments, or just advice on how to get more involved, contact us at gcuhonors@gcu.edu. As newly inducted members of Alpha Chi here at GCU, you have many opportunities to take the most of your membership, from scholarships to career and volunteering opportunities to Alpha Chi corporate discounts. Your Alpha Chi membership never stops working to benefit you. Make sure you visit the Alpha Chi website, alphachihonor.org, to take advantage of these unique opportunities. Today, we have 2 special opportunities for you to make connections immediately following the ceremony. A reception will be hosted on the quad just north of the GCU arena, where refreshments and fellowship will begin. We also invite you to take campus tour and to join us at the men's soccer game at 7 p.m. versus the Air Force Academy. If you missed your opportunity for free tickets at check-in, please stop by the lobby on your way out to claim your complimentary tickets for you and your guests.
Next, I would like to encourage you to attend the Alpha Chi National Convention, where student members, faculty, and speakers come together in an interdisciplinary academic conference. This conference will be held on March 30th to April 1st in Albuquerque, New Mexico. As a member, this is a great opportunity for you to share your own research or scholar work among the Alpha Chi community. Lastly, as many of you are approaching your GCU graduation ceremony, we encourage you to purchase your Alpha Chi cords as soon as possible as you can. this distinction at your ceremony. Purchasing Alpha Chi course is optional, but they are only available online and can be purchased at browngrads.com. I would like to invite our chapter advisor back on stage for some closing remarks.
All right, how do we feel? All right, so I have one final piece to offer the ceremony before we officially wrap up. A long time ago, a good mentor friend of mine read this poem at a very similar ceremony, and again at the Alpha Chi ceremony some years ago, and it just touched me. It's something that resonated and stuck with me, and given all the hard work, all the challenges, the uphill battles it took for you to get here, I thought it was fitting, so I would like to wrap with that poem. The poem is called It Couldn't Be Done by Edgar Albert Guest. Somebody said that it couldn't be done, and he with a chuckle replied that maybe it couldn't, but he would be one who wouldn't say no till he tried. So he buckled right in, and with a trace of a grin on his face, if he worried, he hid it. He started to sing as he tackled that thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. Somebody scoffed, "Oh, you'll never do that. At least no one has ever tried." But he took off his coat, he took off his hat, and with the first thing he knew, he had begun it. With a lift of his chin and a bit of a grin, without any doubting or quit it, he started to sing as he tackled that thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you one by one the dangers that wait to assail you. But just buckle in, and with a bit of a grin, just take off your coat and go for it. Just start into sing as you tackle that thing that cannot be done, and you'll do it. I leave you with those words as a way to congratulate all of the work that it took for you to be here today. We absolutely cherish this moment to be able to celebrate with you. As your board member shared, immediately following this event, we have a reception. If you exit out our north doors, just north of the arena is our quad. We have refreshments where we strongly encourage you to linger, hang around, meet one another, and really start to develop friendships within this local chapter. We do have the opportunity, our Antelope Reception Center has guides that are offering campus tours. So if you're brand new to campus, this is your first time here, it's a beautiful day to be able to walk around and see all of the sights and new buildings and features. And again, you guys are the featured group for the men's soccer game this evening. It's the last NCAA Division I soccer match of the season. Your GCU Lopes are playing the Air Force Academy. It is going to be a tough match. Doors open at 6. You guys will be featured as a pre-announcement at 6:45, and the game gets started at 7. So we invite you. You have free tickets available to you. If you didn't get as many as you wanted, there are plenty more, so grab some on your way out. But with that, I conclude. I say congratulations. We are so excited to have you here on campus. We hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Lopes up and lopes out.